you have more than one pair of shoes. Raise your hand if right now you lost your toothbrush, you could find a new one in your house. Raise your hand if you've gone online shopping today or this week. Okay. We live in a society that is never satisfied. We are constantly wanting more. According to Capital One Shopping, 13 million Amazon packages have been processed in America just today. I've recently been exposed to experiences that have showed me how out of touch with reality we truly are. First, I'm going to talk to you about my 10 years on the Special Olympics soccer team. Then I'll tell you about my trip to El Salvador. Then I'll tell you about the lessons I've learned as a CNA this summer. But first, I want to talk to you about somebody we should all try to be more like, Tara Janke. According to our website, highliners.org, it says Tara's job title is custodian and delivery. Tara's job is to deliver the mail throughout all the schools every single day. Doesn't matter how many times you've seen Tara that day, she will be excited to see you. She will give you a hug and say hi. To know Tara is to truly love her. How many people do you know that will drop what they're doing and say hi and give you a hug? In 3rd grade, my dad brought me to the rec center to be on the Special Olympics soccer team. My 8-year-old self thought I was going to be on the Special Olympics of Valley City. As we all know, that was not the truth, but I've learned so many lessons that I could have never learned from high school sports. These kids didn't care about the size of their jersey, if they won or lost the game they just played, or who had the newest cleats. We can take from this, it doesn't matter who has new clothes, who's on the best team, or who has the best, highest paying job. Now, let's move in to new times. I recently went on a medical mission trip to El Salvador this November. Our goal was to help as many people as we could in our 4 days of work. We went to many churches in random villages. These people, I was on the dental side of everything because my aunt is a dentist. So we were working with people who had never seen a dentist before, ever in their life. But throughout all 4 villages, one thing stayed the same, and it was that the people always dressed the best they could, whether or not their outfits matched or not, and they always stood up after their procedure was done and they gave my aunt a hug. Our last patient was an 8-year-old girl who had just gotten extraction. We gave her a toothbrush and toothpaste, and she said to me, "This is my first toothbrush, now I don't have to share with my mom." This little thing that we would never think twice of was her prized possession. In the US, healthcare is often taken for granted. We take the ability to make appointments, have the cars to take us there, and the ability that the pharmacies have to get the medications we need for granted. Now, let's look into the doors of the care center. Many people there are labeled as old and smelly, and as a CNA, I can say that's most of the time true. But there are so many more lessons we can learn from these people. An article by Alzheimer's Association says 1 in 3 Americans will end up with Alzheimer's. That's 8 of us in this room, if all 23 of us were here. Alzheimer's and dementia is a progressive disease that has no cure and is bound to get worse. It will eventually take away the ability to have a conversation, walk, and even remember your closest family members. 2 more things that we often take for granted: the ability to move and the ability to remember. So the next time you're tired from your last lift or not wanting to walk up the stairs to 2nd floor, be grateful that you have the ability to walk. Be grateful that you have people in your life that are willing, that you want to remember. So, after everything I've talked about today, from Special Olympics to El Salvador to the Care Center, I want you to remember one thing. We live in a world where more never feels enough. More shoes, more clothes, more technology. But if we slow down and appreciate the things we have now, right in front of us, we will realize we aren't missing anything. Maybe the problem isn't that we don't have enough. Maybe our problem is that we didn't take the time to know.